Alright, hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another live stream for Assassin's Creed Rogue for the Xbox 360. Just had to test my audio, make sure it's working as per usual. Do not want to have an instance where I do another terrible live stream, my mic being corrupted. But last stream, we actually kind of made a mistake where we, turns out we did not actually get 100% in the mission because I did not know really if it popped up. I didn't see it. But there are two optional objectives for the mission circumstances: hang the key holder using the rope dart and kill the chasseur without taking any damage. I guess we can't replay that. We'll come back to this. Keep this in mind because as soon as we have access to free roam, I guess technically we are in a mission. As you can see, a reload thing. But once we are done with the mission, then we will be reloading this memory. We do have some collectibles to get in this area. We actually got one of them just by exploring. We'll come back and we'll get the rest when we are ready.
While you were busy taking down that fort, I happened to stumble upon the treasury.
You don't say.
It was the damnedest thing. Well, in any case, amongst other things, I found maps and charts detailing various French trade routes.
What are you thinking, guest?
I thought perhaps we could use them to help the Royal Navy and fill our pockets. I stored these maps in your cabin, Captain, should you wish to use them.
So we now have access to the Naval fleet. We are not going to progress this fleet until we have some decent ships. I wanted to get at least a couple brigs and a man of war, but it looks like we may be forced to do this, so we'll just do one. There is 33 missions to complete, and we have to complete all 33 for an achievement, and also to get a specific gear. Avalanche figure, that's actually pretty nice. Is this the same one I just did? Yeah, let's go. So, are we done now? SI check. We are done now, so I guess I should have finished the mission before we moved on. We are running low on materials. I do not know if we will get our materials back if we go to the God, I can't think. I don't know if we'll get our materials back if we load in memories, so we are going to be fast traveling to Albany to go to a general store. We're just gonna grab ammo and then we're gonna reload that mission. The only thing that may give me trouble is a fight with Le Chasseur, and the reason why it may give me trouble is it's really only one way to damage him, and that's by countering and throwing him into a barrel. We cannot take any damage for the optional objective, but he does have a certain attack if he is within a certain range, where he will use his pistol and fire a cheap shot off of you. If he does that, then I will actually reload a save. Like if he gets a hit off me, I'll reload at a checkpoint and I'll try again. So we got our ammo. Let's see the area because I don't know if I can reload the mission from in here. Once we reload the area, we're gonna be loading this memory. We will, of course, be skipping the cutscenes. You will be skipping the cutscenes because we already seen them before. If you want to see the cutscenes yourself, feel free to watch my last live stream I did this game.
In good health, I see.
On my YouTube channel, ZBoy896 Twitch stream archive.
Get the maids free! What sort of business are the French up to there?
Full sail!
Just occupying the territory?
Foul weather there,
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned. Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. There's something in the water, or in the whiskey.
Now why do you say that?
Say you're skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand, but there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end, not an end in and of itself.
Cargo adrift, Captain. Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards.
Okay.
We must be getting close, Captain.
Reef! Short all sail!
Is Doc? Now we already got the viewpoint here, so we don't need to worry about this. We just need to equip rope darts. And we need to make sure we hang the key holder.
Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Allez, maniez-vous un peu. Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant.
Thank you for holding that.
Un intrus! Venez m'aider!
Come on.
Il est là-bas! Il n'en réchappera pas! À l'air! Resserrez le piège, les gars! C'est Tanguy, cherche!
There we go. Loot the warehouse.
Donc je me suis enrôlé pour une autre année.
It's probably already looted since I just did last stream.
Arrête-toi. Salut les verts pour moi.
I was trying to assassinate him, but the menus kind of got in my way. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave, and we'll capture the port again. Just getting this, just putting this out there. My dogs are in the process of freaking the fuck out right now. Because we have a person that just got here as one of our family friends. And she is very... She's... freaks out whenever there's someone that she thinks she doesn't know, even if she meets them like met them many times before. So my mom is in the process trying to calm her down because she is freaking out right now.
That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. But we will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
Floating cargo for the taking, sir.
It's possible in minis I go down there and help out. Or it's also possible that...
Begin by hitting her towers.
It's also possible that my mom may put our dog in my room.
Take his damage here!
Fire! Fire!
Warship incoming, Captain! Gunboat!
Fire!
Ready, Captain!
Fire!
Damage report! What's the news?
Fire!
We're being raised with a long gun, sir!
I'm confident that I can out-tank them.
Fire! Fire!
There you go. Yeah, my dogs are freaking out right now. This sounds like mom put them in the backyard. And doesn't look like it's coming up at the mic, which is good.
Loose down! Catch some wind!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
I do have my window shut, but I can still hear them even with my headset.
Superb! Now find the fort commander! Away anchor!
Okay, so we need to kill the 2 French lookouts. You are oblivious and I'm grateful for that. So we just got another collectible, which is the second one of this area.
Très bien, ne bouge pas! Oh. Cette anguille cherche à tirer! Regarde là-bas!
Okay, there we go. I'm actually gonna wait for my health to regen. Okay, now for this fight, we cannot take any damage from Le Chasseur.
Le Chasseur?
Say,
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
Dang it. Reload checkpoint. We almost had it.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
Dude, he literally attacked me from off screen. That's the problem with this mission. The camera angles are not helpful. And I hope I didn't accidentally hit restart mission. I have a feeling that may accidentally happen.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
This is such a pain in the ass. This actually took me a while my first time doing this as well. I think it took me like a handful of attempts.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
Eventually we will get this. We actually are doing a little bit better. It's going to be hard to tell, but I feel like I'm doing a little bit better. That was a better attempt.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
Bells! He's getting away!
Dang it. Reload. We almost had it.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur! We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me, Shay.
Resistance is not in your best interest! Desist! Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away!
There we go. 100% sync, at least it should be.
You are always good at your business.
I'm not gonna let this play out.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift.
I'm gonna make a slight adjustment in the stream. I'm gonna increase the game volume. Currently, I just changed, so before it was set at minus 22, so 22% noise reduction, and I just changed it to minus 18, or thereabouts, 18.8, but rounding up, 17.8, but rounding up, so we got 100% sync now. Because it did kind of look like that the audio was pretty low, so hopefully this will be better. That's honestly one of the more harder missions, believe it or not. Because it's honestly kind of difficult if you don't know what you're doing to get to that mission without getting hit. You really have to be trying for the optional objective. So let's actually go ahead and we will fast travel. We'll fast travel to Fort LaCroix, and then we will go ahead and clear out the remainder of this area. We will also hit the next... My dogs are going absolutely bonkers right now. We will also just set up the next, I can't think, naval mission. Completing all 33 of these naval missions will actually give you a not only accessories and customization options, but they will also give you like the best weapon in the game, essentially. There may or may not be a glitch with the naval missions. It was actually a thing in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I'm not sure that's the thing now. Where, despite you getting 100% success rate on the naval combat, there is actually a chance for you to somehow fail those. I'm unsure that will happen in this game. I don't remember it happening. But just beware, it is a common glitch. The same thing happens with the assassin, sending your assassins out on missions in Assassin's Creed 3 and Brotherhood of Memory Serves, where, and also Assassin's Creed Revelations, I guess. Where, despite you getting 100% success rate, sometimes it's possible for you to fail it. So, just be aware of that. There's also... There's really a handful of glitches that are just kind of annoying to deal with. But that's probably the most annoying. You can actually hear my mom coming upstairs right now, so I suspect that she may be putting my dog in the room, so...
We have seasoned veterans among our ranks.
Crow is done. Before we clear out this, so for those curious, the remainder of the stream will be spent on exploration. Well, it's likely it's going to be spent on exploration. We're just going to be clearing out the entirety of this area, and we're going to be clearing out the entirety of this area. If you are not interested in exploration, I can honestly would not be surprised if people just turn off after this point. But just keep in mind that's the entirety of what's going to happen for the remainder of this stream. God damn it. That's one thing I don't like about Assassin's Creed games. It happens in a lot of Assassin's Creed games. If you're in the process of running, your character kind of crouches down, and then he takes a moment to stand straight up, and he can't fast travel when he's in the process of standing up. So now that he's standing straight, I should be able to fast travel to Albany. That's actually something that I mistakenly thought was because I was in the mission, and I couldn't fast travel because I was in the mission. This is something that happened in New York, when I was exploring New York, where it wouldn't let me fast travel to a new viewpoint, but wouldn't let me fast travel later, when I already didn't do any missions. So, just be aware that that is a thing that can happen in the game.
Give me some speed!
For those curious, I wanted to take a look at the achievements to see if we can possibly get a couple of achievements this stream. But I never got the chance to. I do want to start focusing more on getting achievements done sometime in the future, because once we are able to work on them like consistently, then this game will probably be completed a little bit faster. It'll kind of lead to less farming, so if I could just get some of the achievements done while I'm playing, great. But I was taking a look at some of the achievements. We got many of the easy achievements out of the way. And, well, we got some of the easy achievements out of the way, like this one. But really, a lot of the achievements we have left will require a lot of farming. And will require some gameplay progression. This is technically something we could do, but it will take a lot of farming. But just taking a look at all these things, this will all just take place just by us playing the game. So unfortunately, we will not be able to. Unfortunately, we will not be able to like get many of these. Like, we don't even have grenades unlocked, so that's kind of a disappointment. I was honestly thinking it'd be kind of cool if I could get an achievement in stream, because I feel like it's been a while, at least a couple weeks, since I got an achievement in stream. It's always so satisfying to see that.
Flotsam, sir. Could be valuable cargo. Fire! Douse the gallants and royals!
So, in regards to what's his name, Jonathan Gist, Christopher Gist, I really like his voice. It's just like so, it's just such like a nice sounding voice. It was honestly kind of, his accent sounds exaggerated slightly, but I just can't deny that his accent still sounds kind of nice. Let me take a look at my resources, because it's possible that he may have a good stockpile where we can get some renovations done as well. Let me check real quick. We have a decent... We're low on metal, but that's about it. You'd be able to get it from the supply camp. We only got 5 metal from this.
Unfurl, mates! Let's move!
So, for those curious, I believe there are storms in this game, like you can get in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But I don't know if like, I know there's like rain, but I don't know if we'll get like anything like tornadoes like you could in Black Flag, at least not in River Valley. But I believe the storm system is in this game.
Reef the topsails and gallants! Douse all sail!
Anchor ahoy!
Hey, là-bas!
I almost did not get that in time. So the way I like to handle these supply camps is I like to kill off all the enemies before I loot the boss.
Hey, qu'est-ce qui vous amène par ici?
There you go. Come on, dummy. Gonna wait for the big guy to come back. Don't really have to kill all the guys, I just want to.
Reviens ici, espèce de crétin!
There you go. And these other guys can keep their lives, because I'm feeling merciful. Yeah, let's grab this Animus fragment and then we'll leave. So I guess I can't climb that. I love these segments. Animus fragment done. God, I got the hiccups. So, for those curious, I will only be doing the easy ranked areas for now. When we get towards the end, when we finish the sequence, we'll be doing the medium ranked areas.
Drop sails!
Let out some sail!
Come on!
Studs out! Let's get moving!
Full sails!
I am hoping that I won't have to need to farm, but it's farm for the naval missions. But if I do need to farm it, then I'll just kind of have like a extended sort of bonus episode where at the end of the series I'll just kind of leave my game running as I do the naval missions, and I'll just record back once I complete them. It'll be kind of easier for me, and I'll probably just watch YouTube videos on my phone while it happens.
Ease off the wind! All down! All down! Mates out! Let's go!
Half sails!
Burn all!
Drop anchor!
So, I don't actually know if Xbox 360 has the same issue that Xbox One seems to have, where it is possible for some achievements to be glitched and don't actually trigger. So far, like, I only really experienced that issue, like, on next-gen systems, like, including the Xbox One. I don't remember ever having that issue with the 360 version, so we'll see. We'll see if we'll be able to get everything in the stream. I'm hoping that I won't have to experience a situation like with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I'm literally not able to get a mission for beating the Sequence 7 because it glitched. And there's actually something that I was just reminded of that I'm actually going to address now, and that is I actually just kind of... So, at the end of my Stardew Valley live stream on Sunday, I kind of essentially rage quit where I kind of got mad and left the game because I assumed it was glitched. I'm not ready after having a period of time to think. I'm not willing to throw in the towel just yet or refer to someone else. Because there's one other thing that we can do in order for me to get the last artifact that we need for us to complete the museum. And then one thing we can do is to,
I'm waiting for your instructions, sir. We're ready and willing to do some good work. My word, finally some excitement.
the one thing I was going to say that we could do is put on treasure bobbers and
Keep dreaming, you fool.
put on treasure bobbers and have a luck of the sea, or addition to this.
I'm waiting for your instructions.
I think it's luck of the sea, like the lucky lunch thing is actually what it's called. I think that once I get that, once I have that equipped, I make sure that my luck is actually once I make sure that my luck is actually pretty good, then I may be able to get the artifacts just by fishing, but we'll see. I'm gonna try that strategy.
I'm waiting for your instructions, sir.
Sleepy Hollow is done. There's one thing I do want to check. I did see that there was a wolf in this area. Grey wolf. Do I have all of the pelts for grey wolves? No, we don't. We need 2. 4. 5. And I think that's it. Oh wait, no, 6, 7. I mean, 7 grey wolves. Just go ahead and get these taken care of over here. It'll be something we're gonna be fast travel farming to get, because there's usually set spawns for predators, so we're gonna try and like kill all the wolves in the area. We need 7 total. And try and kill all the wolves in the area and respawn once we get them. There's 1. There's seriously only 1 in this area, something for more.
What trouble, my boy?
There's 2. Stop. actually respawn. It's just fast travel. There may only be 2. Just reset the area. We will be getting all crafting upgrades in this playthrough. That's what I consider to be required for 100% completion.
All good citizens are asked to notify.
And then my batteries are done charging.
Good stop, lads. I don't know when our next engagement.
Let's just kill this wolf over and over again. It's easy enough. So that's 3. We need 4 more for us to have all the pelts we need for the upgrades.
Remind citizens to be on the lookout for grave robbers.
Don't want to mention it.
And once we get this, we're moving on. Just want to get like all the materials needed so that once I have all the pelts I need, I can just go straight to crafting. There is 4.
Her Imperial Majesty Empress Elizabeth of Russia has founded a university.
There's 5. Getting number 6 now. After this, we just have 1 more.
East India wishes to announce a newly arrived shipment of calico.
There's 6.
Selection of fine racing horses
And last one.
available from Jenkins and Sons.
I have actually been noticing something weird. For about like 2 or 3 times in a row, I noticed my viewer count went up to 2, and then it just went down 1, then went to 2 again, then went down 1. And I'm hoping there's not something wrong with my screen. Oh, right. I forgot about these. We have to liberate all settlements for 100% completion. I'm gonna do this. It's been a while since I liberated a settlement. I think it's been like a couple years since I last did one.
I've still a deal of shellfish, clams, mussels, prawns, crab.
So destroy the French powder reserve, ignite the signal fire, and locate and kill the French captain. Let's go ahead and kill the French captain first. Maybe be able to get a good aerial assassination on him. It's actually an area that's kind of annoying. Maybe. Come on, big boy. I love how badass like you feel like with when you're playing as assassins, because you just freaking murk them. And then these big guys come in. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over here. This is a signal fire, yeah. There is an achievement for liberating all settlements. That's actually an achievement I don't have for this game. We will, of course, be going for that achievement. Just as a reminder, what I mean by 100%, like in my title, is I'm going for 100% in-game statistic as well as 100% of achievements. So, though I'm playing on Xbox, this is technically a platinum run minus a platinum trophy. You just, Xbox is not cool enough to have platinum trophy, so instead I just prefer to just golding the game. Come on. Hey. I realized I could just shoot him, but I'm on attack. I realized I could just shoot the barrels, but it's a little bit satisfying when you can just ignite it. Done? Done. It doesn't look like we actually cleared the tavern in this area, so we will need to do that. But, first settlement liberated of this game? Got a decent amount of money, wow, and look at those resources. 1 of 8 settlements liberated.
You've got less business here than...
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
You brainless sheep-lovers!
There we go. Tavern liberated. And I believe this should be Greystone completed. No, we still have renovations. Okay, let's see what we need for that. Over here. Let's see, 10, it's actually nothing. So we have that in spades. Go ahead and do it. Kind of getting myself turned around. So once we do this, I believe this is first area cleared out, and then we can move on to the other and last easy area. And then we'll be completing sequence 3 and maybe moving on to another modern day mission. There's deer and hare that I need for crafting, but we're not gonna worry about that just yet. I'm probably not gonna like focus on those animals until like probably more convenient, at least until like I get them naturally. Because honestly, those animals are kind of more annoying. So if I just one thing with predators, because I have set spawns, but be kind of more patient with those animals.
To do some good work, kind sir.
Greystone done. So that is this first area of Albany, 100% completed. Let us move on to the Croix area, and we'll kind of go around in a clockwise fashion. We have a lot of stuff to take care of, so let's go ahead and take care of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't really go up in that much in regards to percentage, because we started at 26%. I'll be very surprised if we get to 30% by the end of this playthrough, and that's only because collectibles really aren't worth that much, and since this stream is kind of more focused on exploration, it's not my mission completion, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't really get that much done in regards to 100% completion. In regards to like percentage going up, but it's only because collectibles aren't worth that much. It's really kind of a shame, but it is kind of nice, like when you are like 99% completed with the game, and then you're just missing one chest, and that one chest pushes it to 100%. That does kind of give like a very satisfying feel to it. I actually had that happen a couple times where I missed a collectible, and as soon as I found it, I was able to like get to 100%. Such a nice feeling.
Short sail! Get off the squall!
Pull the sails!
Clew up! Clew up!
Before we go into this area, ooh, Mount Saint Denis. Before we go into this, area, I do want to check on my naval fleet, because I honestly can't remember if I got like a notification saying it's done. Look at that. We will need to get like a brig onto our fleet and get rid of our schooners. Schooners are essentially useless. Sussex can still handle it, so let's go ahead and do it. My paranoia is going rampantly, because I keep on looking down, I keep on saying go from like 2 viewers to 1, 2 viewers to 1. I'm really hoping like there's no issue with my stream where it's lagging or it's skipping or something. People keep on having to refresh our browser. I don't know if I had that happen before, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if I have. Honestly, my luck is mostly good, but again, like when the bad luck hits, it hits hard, so wouldn't really surprise me. And I've had streams in the past where like audio was corrupted or there was some glitchy stuff, so wouldn't really surprise me. But from my end, it looks fine. And for all I know, it could just be someone who's not interested and people keep on coming in and just not being interested in leaving. I don't know, but I try not to pay much attention to it. I try not to continue as is, but I also do not expect to like get any or that many followers streaming this game because this is not a very popular game, but we got a hunting mission. That's nice. Oh god, I have a sneeze. Sorry. Allergies. For those curious, allergy season for me is in the spring and fall. The dead leaves in the fall and the pollen in the spring. So I'm not sick with COVID, I'm just allergic. Thank God that wasn't a death pit. There you go, another cave painting found. For those, as a quick reminder, for anyone who really cares, I do have a post-stream session, I guess you can call it that, for Assassin's Creed Rogue, or for any Assassin's Creed game, where at the end of each stream on YouTube, I read the new entries for the database. Just putting this out as a quick reminder, I will not be reading like the cave paintings in the database. I actually kind of show like an audio story, but I will not be going over them until I get them all because they tell a larger cohesive story that actually kind of connects to the East. So I'd rather like wait to like show them off until I get everything. Whoa. That looks suspicious. Can I destroy it? No, probably not. In some games, it kind of looks like something you could destroy at some point, or it's like with... I don't know, it just looks suspicious to me, but I know for a fact you can't do something like that. You typically can't do something like that unless it's related to a mission. And I don't think there's a single campaign mission that'll take me to this area, so... There we go. Thing to need done. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get this shanty.
Très bien, nous... Donc on s'élimine.
Okay.
Hé, sors de là, maudit rôdeur.
There we go. Loot the chest. And we got some materials. Now let's go ahead and grab this last collectible down here, the Templar map. There we go. So once we grab this, we're going to be moving on to a new area. We may even be able to, we may be heading to an Uncharted area. I don't know.
Stop right time to die.
Think you can kill me? Not bloody likely. This one found in the North Atlantic, so it doesn't really matter to us.
Over there. Get him.
Okay, let's go. So there may be a ship. Hey, there we go. Nice. There may be a boat we can use. No, I guess not. Then it's just fast travel to this thing, and we will head back to our boat. Or, I'm sorry, a ship. I just realized we do have a crafting upgrade available for shades, so let's go ahead and craft that. Let's go to our ship. So I guess there's something that we'll say, and that is I mentioned before that I don't really have a lot of problems with collectible hunting in video games. It is honestly kind of satisfying once you get them all. But I will say that I do try and like limit the amount of stuff that I do, where I try to like mix both collectible hunting and the main story, but I like to do so in a certain way. I can completely understand that people are completely turned off by my content at this point because I'm literally just going around just buying collectibles. But at the same time, I do kind of consider this necessary. It is necessary to do this Farmstead completion. So, it's just... And again, like, hypothetically, if I wanted to be, like, a really famous streamer, typically most streamers would just do, like, a standard Let's Play, and I probably would stream at the most stream category, but I'm not that type of person. I'm not here to be famous, I'm here to try and, like, finish games that I have abandoned for one reason or another. Some of them are older games, some of them are classic games, some of them are games people know nothing about. And I'm perfectly fine with that. We just really came back here just so we can get some more pistol ammo. Because we will definitely need the pistol if we need to do any hunting against, say, like deer.
Be most welcome here, sir. My gratitude. Godspeed.
Once we get to this area, we are going to be going back to our ship and accessing the fleets to send another ship out. It's possible we may be approaching an area where we cannot do like much more with our brig, so we will worry about that once we get to that point. We'll probably capture a frigate when we can, but we're probably not going to focus on that too much, I guess. Missions. We will repair the Sussex. Let's also go ahead and get our money from this chest. Oh. Where did I get them? I must have used a bank recently because I know I had some money in the bank. It looks like I had more money than I had when I started the stream. When did I use the bank? Vallee, Verte, 1 of 4 chests.
Si j'ai rejoint l'armée, c'était pour la solde.
On ne sait pas ce qui peut nous tomber dessus. Allez, maniez-vous un peu.
Oh! The thing I need the most right now.
Sortir les boyaux.
so much more satisfying to use swords than so much more satisfying to use swords than use gun blades.
Ne bouge plus.
If we will leave the area, we get all the collectibles. Really? There you go. And there we go. So I'm gonna grab this chest. Let's grab this. Well, we'll head over here. We'll grab this chest first. And we'll grab these two, and then we'll head north. Go ahead and disarm this bell as well. Disable, I should say. Apparently, bells aren't armed.
Je l'ai en visée.
I really hate those brutes. I need to be better at them. I keep on trying to like press Y to dodge their attacks, but I think it's B you need to press. I mean, press X, but yeah, I think I've been pressing Y. I can't remember what button I pressed now. Really? Okay, so let's go ahead and ooh, we had some wolves. Gray wolves we already have, but we also have foxes. That's so lucky this hadn't bucked and pressed with his axe. That's, believe it or not, I was trying to counter kill for some reason.
Accept my challenge.
There is a wolf I heard over here. There he is. We just need one more gray wolf pelt. I'm actually gonna stick around here and hunt foxes. They seem to be pretty plentiful. So how many foxes do we need? So we need 2 for now. Three. Need 3 fox pelts. Okay, we need 2 more. Need 1 more. So I'm trying to be efficient. That's why I'm like going out of my way to do all this hunting. I'm trying to be efficient with what I'm doing, so I don't have to like do any unnecessary backtracking. Verte is done, but we still have 1 more fox we need to kill. Looks like there's 1 right there. You may need to come back and get this. The spawns are more favorable. Yeah, we're probably just gonna come back and get this because I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. I would like to cap off this stream with completing sequence 3. So we're just gonna move on. Let's head back to our ship and we will continue on.
Ils en trouveront, tu vas voir.
So we do have an evil mission we just completed, so we'll go ahead and send our Sat6 out on another one if we can. Again, if we do not have 100% complete success rate, then we are not going to go for it. Anything less than 100% may as well be at 0%. Just parroting off like the accuracy thing from like Pokemon, where if it's not 100%, it's 50%. Six can still handle Savannah. We'll send it out. There was a girl I knew in high school in Savannah. I can't remember. I can't remember too much about her. I remember my friends used to give her a lot of shit. At least one of my friends did. There's kind of basically like two different types of like special ed. There's a couple different like special ed teachers in my class, and I was actually in special ed. I took it for algebra because I was really struggling with that class, and I also took it for history. So we don't really actually call it special ed in my high school. We kind of call it modified. But there's whenever there's a student, there's essentially like two different groups of special ed teachers at my school. Like anyone, like there's a group of teachers that teaches like roughly in the same area, and then there's what people. There's what people always refer. My classmates always refer to as Nickersons students, because those are special ed teachers, special ed students that are being instructed by someone named Mr. Nickerson, who actually runs the workshop, and he has like a computer lab stuff, so he's kind of like a fan favorite, and he kind of deals with sort of like the more severe cases, like people with Down syndrome, the type of thing. And so whenever like we refer to like a student who was in what we call Nickerson's class, like a Nickerson student, they always end up getting like more shit from my classmates or within the other special ed group. And I just remembered, I don't know why, but I just remember like this girl, Savannah, who was a really nice girl, but I remember my friends used to give her a lot of shit. I just can't remember why exactly. That's them being mean, I guess.
Je peux te toucher.
My classmate is really just kind of a class of assholes. Like, a lot of them are just kind of assholes because we just gave a lot of people like unnecessary shit. when I was in high school. And even I was like giving shit because I was definitely not the brightest person. I definitely said like a lot of stupid shit. But definitely we're just kind of an interesting group, I guess. Oh, I see you.
Les Anglais auront beau dire, restez digne, ne ripostez pas.
Yes, sir. Oh! 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 Oh!
Envoie une grenade! Tu ne nous sèmeras pas! Tu es déjà mort! Ah!
Come on, big boy, let's see what you got.
Ah, je peux m'en tirer tout seul.
Not really a big boy, he's just kind of like a scrawny guy. No. Captain America is a scrawny guy and he ended up becoming a badass hero. At least in the Avengers movie. He has his moments. I will say he's probably one of the more interesting, or kind of the more tame, I guess, heroes. And the Marvel thing. But there's one thing that I absolutely hated that they did. And in the recent like Marvel comics, recent as of like 2018-ish. There's like a comic arc in the Marvel comics, and I don't really know about that because I kind of followed certain like Marvel series. Like I'm a huge Deadpool fan, and I used to follow. I read like every single Deadpool comic in existence. And I'm also like a huge Punisher fan, and I read like every single Punisher comic in existence. But there was one instance. There was one instance that I did not really care for, and is honestly just... I don't understand the logic of why they would do something like that, where... And I really hope that they do not do this in the movies, because it just completely ruins Captain America's character. But what I'm talking about is, in the Marvel comics, there was a instance where, there was an instance where Captain America was revealed to be a sleeper agent for Hydra, and he ended up, like, betraying every single, like, hero that he ever knew. He betrayed the Avengers. He ended up becoming, like, Hydra's, like, best ally, which ended up, like, and this was also a series where Deadpool was working for Hydra, because the money was good, I guess. But I literally just stopped reading that series. I didn't even really have a problem with Deadpool working for Hydra, because he's a merc for hire. It makes sense. It's not like too far out of his character. If the pay is good, he doesn't really care like who he's working for, but he still does have a moral compass. But what I absolutely hate is the fact that they just kind of did that to Captain America, where they just kind of made him out to be a bad guy, which I felt didn't really make sense for his character. And like they literally just found some way to make Captain America out to be a bad guy, where they made him a traitor. And I honestly kind of think that they kind of ruined like Captain America's character in that. And I swear to God, Kevin Feige, if you're watching this, do not freaking make that a Marvel movie. That's literally the worst freaking Marvel arc ever. And I read through plenty of them. I read like the what was that? The Croix invasion and the people masquerading as pretending to be humans. I read through that, and I even read through like the dead presidents thing and freaking
We chase those criminals right out of our territory.
I even read like the dead presidents thing where somehow like the dead former presidents end up becoming reanimated. Deadpool had to kill them. I didn't have much of a problem with that because it was kind of funny to see like freaking Deadpool kill Abraham Lincoln, even if it made him look like a bad guy. I didn't have a problem with that, but I do have a problem with freaking Captain America spending his entire life facing Hydra and like being like a war hero, end up becoming a sleeper agent for Hydra that we never knew about until like 2018. And it's just, oh god, it just, I hate that plot line so much. It's honestly the reason why I stopped reading like Marvel comics. I would rather just read like the older stuff than read some of the newer stuff at this point. And honestly, DC Comics kind of had like a similar issue as well, where they just... I do kind of feel like the woke politics is starting to become an issue where people just kind of feel the need to pamper to certain like ideas. Like recently, like, well, not recently, but like within like the past like few years, DC made like, well, just possibly one of the worst comic series, which is meant to like focus on a trans hero, but they did it completely wrong. And the comic series was I Am Not Starfire. And it's just, how did he shit me? The comic series is called I Am Not Starfire, and the reason why that people just have a problem with that is her character is, number one, very unlikable, and number two, like, the plot is probably, like, the weakest, like, for, like, a DC comic. And it's just, it could have definitely... There's a lot of people out there that are just kind of pandering to the woke, like, ideals, and I do really have a problem with that. Because it's just kind of, like, ruining a certain franchise. Even, like, the MCU is doing that to an extent. And I do kind of... Is that down below me or is it above? It's down below. I do really wish that people would just kind of drop this whole woke thing. Like, you can make a strong female character without just feeling like you have to make her like a Mary Sue who never loses. You can make a trans character without making it feel forced. And it's honestly probably my main problem with Far Cry 6. Is I felt like that they just kind of dropped like interesting characters and just kind of placed certain characters that fit a certain like demographic, and they end up like becoming like very unlikable. Like the faction in Far Cry 6, which is a faction, probably my least favorite faction, called Los Matanzas, which is a rap group. Features trans rappers, but the trans rapper they created, one of them was probably my least favorite character of the entire series. It's not because like she's trans. Oh. It's not because she's trans. It's because she just doesn't really seem to... Her personality is just kind of like unlikable. Where she's just essentially like a loose cannon. She just gets mad over everything. Her killing Maria, whatever her name is, was just so unnecessary.
Le brouillard est notre pire ennemi. Notre meilleur atout. Je le sens, un atout qu'il faut exploiter. Tonight we get drunk on French wine.
It was so unnecessary, and I do kind of wish that they, people would just kind of drop like this woke bullshit, because they're just kind of they're kind of sacrificing good and interesting stories for just some for characters that serve like a political agenda, which doesn't really work in fiction.
Such a victory requires more rations. It was a bloody battle, but we have
And again, this is not me like saying, oh well, it's bad because it has like a female character, or it's bad because it has a trans character.
I have half a mind to blow up his head before he sends another thief.
We lost the fast, but the battle started shifting against us. Fortunately, our flanking maneuver.
I do not think we can lose anymore. We have routed the enemy. End this up. Crois que je peux le toucher.
Quand relevé du brouillard, nous nous sommes retrouvés à découvert. La bataille menaçait de tourner court.
Blow up his head before he sounds another heedless charge. I do not think we can lose anymore. We have routed the enemy. We just need to clean this up.
La victoire est acquise. L'ennemi est en déroute. Reste plus qu'à-
I almost had it.
Et la preuve que tu...
Hey, great you survived, but guess what? No one else is alive, so you're celebrating alone, and now you're dead. I swear to God, I can never complete this. I get close, but I don't think I've ever completed one of those missions. It just really kind of sucks because his animation is so long, and if you could just, to my knowledge, I don't know if you can skip them, but if you could, it would just kind of make it like more easier to skip. And also, the enemies are just so freaking squishy. Your allies are so squishy. It's so easy to just have them all die. Is this a Harbor Master or is this Harbor Master? That's kind of hoping it'll be a general store. Once again, I'm crouching. I really kind of hate that mechanic. Like, you shouldn't be locked out of fast traveling just because you're crouching. Did complete another naval mission, so we'll go ahead and send another ship out if we can. I'm actually kind of curious. I'm gonna check the quartermaster to see if we can get any upgrades. At this point, I just want to see if what I need for full armor, which we need 250 metal for that, and broadside cannons, which we need 140 metal for that. So we're gonna hold off. We're not gonna hold off. We're gonna get one thing of heavy shot. That's all really careful. I don't want to spend too much on my resources. I don't have that much metal. Eventually, we'll encounter a mission where we cannot actually complete it. So far, it doesn't look like it's happening yet. Yeah, let's go.
Captain has the helm.
Get the maids free!
Some cargo from a wreck over here, sir.
Brief it on, tops!
Storm, Captain! Looks bad!
Oh, we do get storms in the, Sorry! We do get storms in this area, that's funny. I thought it was only in the Atlantic. Just killed a commander. That's funny. I did not mean to do that. I'm such a great captain. So I do wonder if there's actually tornadoes in this game like there is for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I guess we will see. Is the storm already over? It literally just started. That's disappointing. I guess we won't find out now.
Captain has the helm.
Maids out! Let's go! Trim the yards off the wind! Haul down and clew up!
Drop anchor!
So let's see what we have here. Go ahead and grab this viewpoint first. We need to get up there. Is there a climbable wall, or will I need to find a path? There is a climbable wall. Okay, so it looks like wow, that's actually a bigger area than I thought. So, for those curious, this area goes from here all the way up to here. This is kind of like the border, so we will need to like run a fair distance to grab this Viking sword. So let's go ahead and do that. Something that I will say it's very possible we may actually get the counter kill stalker missions just by us playing this game. Like within like, maybe like the next couple counter kills, even though we haven't gotten like the 30 counter kills yet, it's possible that maybe taking my counter kills for my first playthrough as well. So it's very possible that we may actually get the achievement like within the next couple streams. But it's also possible that it means that's taking the things from the current playthrough. We'll see. Usually those 30, like kill 30, like kill X 30, kill X amount of people in a certain way usually has a specific Ooh, I missed that one. I thought it was actually in this tree line here.
Now you will taste.
Well, I didn't get the counter kill, but I did get the assassination, but sadly that doesn't count.
Like rape, we shall haunt.
There we go, that counted. Yeah, have fun with that. I'm not gonna help you this time. I'm not gonna help you. So have fun. Didn't start a battle you couldn't win.
That's the way.
I will say, in relation to what this artifact, what this thing is kind of going for, heading towards, I guess I'll say. When you collect all 15 Viking swords, you'll actually get a Viking outfit. It's probably my least favorite outfit in this game. Typically do not really... There's some games where fur outfit, I like fur outfits. Like, I actually kind of like some of the fur outfits in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But typically, I do not like wearing fur outfits. That's essentially what the Viking outfit is, so... Probably will not see me wear that. I'll probably show it off. But I probably won't wear it for a set amount of time. Or like the entire stream, I should say.
Alors va voir ailleurs. Ah. Oh,
you had your chance. I honestly can't remember what the Templar crosses actually do, so I guess we'll find out together. I know they probably give an outfit, but I don't know what outfit they give. I'm actually kind of getting close to getting the cap on the resources for wood. So maybe actually a good idea to get an upgrade on cargo storage. I think currently the cap is 500. So maybe actually a good idea to like get an increase of the cargo hold.
to do some good work, kind sir.
Okay, so we are doing on ammo. We're out of smoke bombs and we're kind of running low on pistol shots. I don't know if I want to we may be able to be fine. If I die, I die. Not a big deal. It's not like there's like limited lives in this game. You can die as many times as you want. You overstepped your bounds. Well, let's see what we have here. Is it just wolves in this area? Wolves and hares.
Accept my challenge.
Come on. And done. Hunting challenges are so easy. I will say I'm actually kind of grateful. I encountered a bear before, like when I was camping with my dad. I'm actually kind of grateful I never encountered a wild wolf, because I honestly... Bears are one thing, like when I encountered a bear when I was camping, it was more so like looking for food and actually stole a loaf of bread from our campsite. So, and my dad was able to scare it off with the shotgun. Like he didn't like shoot at it, he shot like above it. Just trying to scare it off, and that was honestly like the coolest I've ever seen my dad. Where he was just like screaming "ha" at the bear and just trying to scare it off. And that's honestly just, probably one of my dad's most badass moments. But I'm thankful that I never encountered a wolf, because, or really like a pack of wolves when I was camping. because honestly, like one bear is one thing. They're most like black bears or brown bears are more curious than aggressive. Grizzly bears are another story. They're kind of really aggressive. But if you encounter a black bear, chances are it's looking for food, and as long as you don't like do anything to agitate, as long as you don't try and like pet the damn thing, you probably won't get attacked by like a brown bear or a black bear. But if you try and attack a grizzly bear, that fucker will fucking charge you. But wolves are probably another story because they're not like curious animals like brown bears or black bears. They hunt in packs and they're not afraid to hunt down humans if they're in their territory. So honestly, it's very likely that if we encounter like a wolf or a pack of wolves on us camping, I probably wouldn't know how to survive that even with Dad's shotgun. We probably would just hid in our truck if I can be honest, like hid in the cab of our truck. I didn't realize that was a civilian. I honestly thought that was a soldier.
Allez, maniez-vous un peu. Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Jean et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord. Soyez alerte. On ne sait pas ce qui peut nous tomber dessus.
Thank you for holding that for me.
Allez, aidez-moi, bon sang. On perd du terrain. Il n'y a rien à voir.
Hi. I love doing stuff like that. Like, it is so satisfying. It can just freaking murk shit. And that is also very satisfying. You can get the ball off. And you can just murk shit as a character in Assassin's Creed. It's so satisfying.
Pour les 7 premières caisses. Où elle est cette table?
Qu'est-ce que vous êtes en train de faire? Garde! Je vous en prie, ne tirez pas!
My phone was just buzzing. Probably you see the text, I'm not sure. So I actually haven't really looked into this, but I should probably like check the I should probably check the what's it called I should probably check the challenges at some point. There we go. What I was trying to do. Not that much metal. And 26 path complete. So we're gonna make a beeline for Albany real quick. Just restock on our ammo. Really hate that thing. Get a fast travel to Albany real quick, just restock on our ammo, and then we will head over. We'll also probably get a new outfit as well. And I think we actually completed a naval contract while we were exploring, so we'll go ahead and do that. Just putting this out there, I have not made a comment on the time so far, but we are currently at the 2-hour mark. Really, the 2 hour and 2 minute mark. This is gonna kill me. Not what I was trying to do. We're currently at the 2 hour mark, so we're gonna be streaming for 1 more hour. Hey man, my ammo for my pistols has replenished. Oh shit! Guess I don't need to go. Let's go ahead and we will head over to our Morrigan, and we'll go ahead and send our ship out on another mission, and we will head to a new location. Oh wait, there's one thing I do want to do. Even though we don't need ammo, I do want to change my outfit.
Well met, sir. How fare ye?
Do not like the Raider outfit. Do not really care for the tracker. I think I'm gonna get the. I have enough money. I'm gonna get the Dark Assassin outfit. It's probably one of my favorite looks, I guess. So just putting this out there. You can see like a lot of these stuff is actually for specific collectibles, so we will be getting all of these eventually. This is probably my favorite outfit, by the way. But this is what I'm talking about. It's like a fur outfit for collecting all the Viking swords. I do not like that look for what's his name? Shay Cormac. I do not like that look for him. It looks like he has like Christopher Guest's outfit. That's funny. Didn't even know we had this. I think it's actually a pre-order stuff. Or not really pre-order, but like DLC. But this is all like Ubisoft Club stuff, so because I got the rewards for Ubisoft Club, I have those outfits.
My gratitude. Godspeed.
Let's head back to our ship. We will send start another naval mission, and then we'll head to a new location. We're actually almost done with exploring. It's very possible we may be completing Sequence 3 in this live stream. It's also possible this stream, now that I think about it, may actually go a little bit longer than I initially planned. And the reason for that is possible that once you complete Sequence 3, we'll have another modern day mission. And I'd like to end those off like once I do all the exploring, once I hack all the ships and read all the new entries, and once I have access to free roam yet again. So this may actually be a little bit of a longer thing, we'll see.
Captain has the wheel!
Okay, so let's take a look at the map. You will need to kind of go around this bend and head over to here.
Get the mainsails into the wind!
We really only have 2 locations left. So let's go ahead and try and wrap this up, and we'll also try and complete Sequence 3.
This gale's got teeth, Captain!
That is the area I just completed. I have no idea if ships can actually capsize. I've never had that happen before. I don't plan to, so... No idea if the wind can actually capsize your boat. So, it's possible it can, it's possible it can't. Honestly, don't know.
Bearing dead straight to land, Captain!
This may actually be the area where we get our first native pillar. Unless we need to unlock it by completing a specific main mission, but I don't think we do.
Douse the royals and tops!
There is one thing I do want to do, and that is to get an upgrade capacity for my storage. You can actually get another upgrade for mortar storage, but for storage I should say, but we're not gonna go for that. We currently have a storage capacity of 1,000. We currently have a storage capacity of 1,000, and that is good enough for me. Stop. What's this? Oh, well, that's in case we get separate ownership, okay. Wait a minute. There's just 2 ways to get here. At this point, I'm just making a beeline for the viewpoint. It's usually the first thing I do when I get to a new area. just so we can have everything showing up on the map. We're gonna skip this chest for now. We actually come here as part of the main story, like a later mission, because this area looks kind of familiar. Oh yeah, we definitely come here as part of the main mission. And I know exactly which one we come here as. Good times. Something to look forward to, because this actually is a very specific assassination mission. If memory serves. Oh, I thought for sure that there was a, huh. So I thought for sure there was like a native pillar here, but I guess maybe it's a different location. I could have sworn that there was this mountain that you just maybe they don't actually unlock. Maybe they don't actually unlock until you meet the natives themselves. Because I remember that there was, usually these mountain regions, areas usually had a native pillar. And this is coming from someone who has 100% this game before, so I really do apologize if people kind of consider me just talking about like a future event, just kind of spoiling the game for them, but I did kind of remember that being a thing, like with the mountain areas typically being tied to the Native Americans, so typically that would mean that there's a native pillar area. You actually know, like, when, if you're in an area with a native pillar, because even if you literally, you're, like, 100 meters away from it, the camera will still zoom in on you and tell you that there's one nearby. And it'll also be marked on the map in, like, a pillar icon, so.
Accept my challenge.
God damn it. There we go, we got it. That's one activity done. That's actually the only activity in this area. So I think native pillars actually count as an activity, not a collectible. I guess that definitely means, like, even though I checked the map, I didn't see it on the map. Which that definitely means that there's no native pillar in this area, which is kind of a surprise to me. So, I guess something that I will say is, there is kind of some developments within, like, the Assassin's Creed community, some little leaks of, upcoming Assassin's Creed projects reportedly in the works. And one of the rumors is that apparently Assassin's Creed 1 is being remade. Now, I just wanted to, like, clarify something, and this is actually something that people have actually asked me before, where they just requested me to play, like, some of the older Assassin's Creed games. And because I kind of started, like, especially on YouTube, I started streaming Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on Twitch. But my first series of Assassin's Creed was actually Assassin's Creed, Revelations on YouTube. And people have asked me to say, oh, you should stream Assassin's Creed 2, you should do this, you should do that. I have actually already gotten the gold for Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 1 for the Xbox 360, and I can actually show that off. In just a minute. Like, as soon as I grab this thing, I'll go ahead and show off my achievement list. But Assassin's Creed 2 is actually the first game that I ever quote-unquote golded. And I'm really hoping for that phrase to really take off, like, golding a game, the less cool version of platinum in game, like Xbox's equipment. Let's go ahead and, like, go over my achievement list, because I get this comment a lot, like, especially on YouTube. So, these are all the recent games I played on Xbox 360. So, we need to go down quite a bit. But here's Assassin's Creed 1. I got 44 of 44 achievements. So, that's one example. We also have Assassin's Creed 2, 50 of 50 achievements. And we can't really show it here because we can't see the progress of Assassin's Creed of Xbox One achievement list, but I also got the platinum for the entirety, the gold for the entirety of the Ezio trilogy. So for the remastered Ezio games, so we will actually not be covering, like, any sort of Assassin's Creed game, but I'm actually going to be showing Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2. Where I'm going to be showing the achievements, but it's actually very possible that I may still cover it one of these days as sort of a nostalgia stream. Now, what I mean by nostalgia stream is this is a game that I don't really care. Well, let me just phrase it this way. A nostalgia stream will still be a game being played for 100% completion. The only difference with a nostalgia stream is the only difference with the nostalgia stream is actually I will not be able to show myself getting the achievements because I already got them, but I will be going over the achievements nonetheless, and I will be doing everything that I typically do for a 100% playthrough, but just kind of taking away, like, the actual progression, I guess. Now, something that I will say is I'm unsure about when I will redo Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2, and I guess to an extent Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But I will still be I will still be playing it one of these days. It's just probably not going to happen like anytime soon. So for those of you that were wanting, especially like on YouTube, for those of you that would want me to do like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed Revelations, I'm actually planning on redoing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations, and I will still be doing it a typical style like I'm doing it with this game. Despite me 100%ing them in the Ezio collection, I will still be 100%ing Assassin's Creed. I'll still be 100%ing Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations on the 360 version so I can get the achievements I have left. The only problem is with those games I will not be able to get all of the achievements because Ubisoft had the bright idea to end support for all multiplayer functions. So you can no longer for all online functions. So you can no longer buy DLC, which means that I can't buy the DLC for Assassin's Creed Revelations, and I can't buy the Leonardo DLC mission, which is honestly a DLC I really loved. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We actually already have like the DLC missions for Assassin's Creed 2, so I will be able to show that off at least. It's something I actually bought previously. But there was a multiplayer function for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and there are multiplayer missions for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And unfortunately, I will not be able to get those achievements because Ubisoft just closed down support for all online functions. You can't buy the DLC, and you can't play the multiplayer, which is really unfortunate. So for those of you that were wanting me to be playing like the older like Assassin's Creed games that I did not cover on my YouTube channel, I will eventually be going back and playing them. It's just not going to happen like anytime in the near future. I will also, just as a little additional thing, if they release Assassin's Creed 1 Remake, that will actually be a game that I will live stream on Twitch when it, hopefully when it comes out, if not shortly after. And I will be getting 100% in statistic and 100% achievement, same thing I usually do in games. But I'm unsure at this point. Like the Assassin's Creed 1 Remake is currently a rumor. It's based off as a supposed leak. Supposedly, I believe it's actually being developed by Assassin's Creed Ubisoft Montreal, I should say. So it's very possible that we may have an Assassin's Creed 1 remake. However, it may not come out anytime in the near future. Like it's probably will be a couple years before we get it. But just know that there are rumors of Assassin's Creed 1 remake being in development. And I will be covering that once I release it.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind.
The fuck was that? I honestly kind of have a love-hate relationship with Assassin's Creed 1. There is very little guides available for Assassin's Creed 1, and if you want to get all of the flags and all of the Templars, you pretty much have to, you pretty much at some point have to use like a,
Cliff ahead, sir.
at some point you will need to use a, a guide which shows a map of all the collectibles, and the problem with that is the only guide that exists that shows a map is not very accurate when it shows you where a certain flag is or where a Templar is, and it's honestly very possible that you may be going to going to like certain locations specific amount of times because a location where you thought you would encounter a flag, it actually turns out that it is kind of a bad marker placement. And You will actually not be able. You may not actually. You may encounter several instances where you won't be able to. Oh, here we go. You may encounter several instances where you will not be able to. Gonna kill all these people out first. But you will miss like 1 or 2 flags, and you have to go through the map in every single location all over again, trying to figure out the one. It doesn't make things any easier. It doesn't make things any easier when you accidentally like grab a flag that you don't mean to grab. But I am actually hoping to provide like a decent guide, which again, like quote unquote decent, because it may not be like the best guide, but it'll probably be like a decent enough guide that gets passable. Like, none of the series I do on this channel is really meant to be like a one-on-one walkthrough. Like, it's more sort of a let's play than a walkthrough, which on YouTube I call it a let's 100%. Damn it. I did not mean to do that. On YouTube I refer to it as a let's 100%, but what I essentially mean... Come on. Dude. What I essentially mean is... What I consider a let's play to be is play through a game that you essentially don't know what you're doing, and you're just like playing the game to have fun. Walkthroughs, on the other hand, are meant to be like how to beat this mission, how to get this collectible, how to do this, how to do that. And usually those videos are typically more organized. This is not meant to be like a walkthrough series. I keep on like bringing this up, but it's not meant to be like a walkthrough series. There's probably plenty of other guys out there that are more reliable than me, enjoying myself getting 100%. It's really meant to be more so of a let's play. So, ooh. So, when I do cover Assassin's Creed 1, I'm gonna try and like be methodical in my approach for getting collectibles. And I'll try and like avoid collecting any flags, but really no promises on it being like flawless. As I guarantee you I will make several mistakes when I'm doing it. Oh, I just kind of remember this area. Is this... Am I about to be jumped by a bear? Am I remembering that right? I don't know exactly what that one's about. I don't remember a lot of the main missions, but I do remember a lot of the cave painting stories, but I do remember some of it. And seeing like drawing those animals, they can remind me of that. Oh, you fucking idiot. Now these cave puzzles are actually really fun to do. These native pillar puzzles, I should say. I always have a lot of fun doing these. And just freaking active god there. Doesn't make any sense, but Isu, I guess. I guess it does kind of like an Isu artifact, so maybe it's like an Isu thing, but... So it wasn't exactly obvious, but I had to hold RT and press A while looking in that direction or to jump to the left. So it may not be completely obvious, but that's what I had to do. Aquila figurehead, nice. Deca Nawita? Probably butchering that pronunciation. Because I need to get up there. Looks like I will need to take the trees. Like 50 Animus fragments, nice. Why did you collect to 50? Three of 5 and grab this. Platforming Assassin's Creed, everybody. I already did the same exact thing. I didn't drop off the edge. So. Okay, now we go back to our ship and we'll grab that last chest, and this area should be 100% complete. And this should be completed. So I guess I was wrong about like mountain areas typically being Native American totem areas. I think you can tell that which one has a Native pillar if it has like a Native American name. So I guess I was wrong about that. I think we actually did complete a naval mission though, so we're gonna go back down. Yeah, we only have a couple of Uncharted missions, and then we can head back to New York.
Captain has the
Finish the final mission of Sequence 3, and possibly do the modern day mission. If we do have a modern day segment, then we will be streaming for a little bit longer. We're gonna need to fast travel once we grab these things.
We're on course to hit rock. Blues up. Laser sticks.
Anchor!
Okay, go ahead and we will grab this thing first. Let's see. Nope, can't do it here. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's grab this, grab the wheel, man. And, grab this last treasure, and then we're going back to New York. So with this area, we will have completed all of the easy new areas.
Loose made sails.
Gonna grab this chest and we'll head back to New York.
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind! Squall, pick it up, Captain!
Reef the topsails and gallants.
Ease the main! Muzzle the gallants!
Spread our wings to the wind.
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
Trim the yards off the wind. Ease off the wind. All in all sail.
Okay. So once we got this chest, we're done, though. I already tell you this stream is gonna be really fun to edit in regards to timestamps. Ooh. So we are actually not going to do this medium area. We're gonna say that for next time, next sequence. But we are going to do this main mission. So we're probably just going... Oh, right. Never did this, did we? Go ahead and do that. Early to never.
We're ready and willing to do some good work, kind sir.
So Greenwich should be done. Oh, there's an right. That assassin interception is actually the last assassin interception. It only shows up once you complete all the others, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. But Greenwich is technically done because we've done all that we can do. We actually already grabbed a chest here accidentally. I didn't know I did. Actually, looking at the time, you know what? We'll have a longer stream. I true to you. Dude, what are you doing? Come on. We're not gonna worry about unpercent this area until after the sequence.
Master Cormac. What you have learned from Le Chasseur was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new weapons for them. He's very well guarded.
Benjamin Franklin? The scientist?
You have heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace? I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I look into this.
Thank you.
Hope. I pray it's not you.
I don't think this is actually the mission where you kill Hope, but... No, optional objectives so far.
He hasn't stepped outside in days. What's Franklin working on? Not sure, but it's something explosive. Now when you pull up this one, really. Get down now! I'm a good line on here!
Shay, it is good to see you again. Your friend Hope said you were away.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go. I was preparing to leave for Philadelphia and then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new recruits burdened with regrets, I tell them the surest way to lose them is with gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
This prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care, Master Cormac. Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately. We should test this new weapon. Use it against that door.
Very check if they out a grenade launcher.
Use these grenades to destroy that door. Good work. Good work. I think you are ready to turn this against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby.
Well, it was just a hurdle.
And that's my first target.
Probably should have stayed and listened. I just wanted to try and complete this mission and be done with it.
You could stand to look over.
What are the optional objectives again? Kill 3 guards with a single grenade, put 10 guards to sleep.
I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole system.
So I'm trying to get the I'm just gonna reload check, but that's actually the best opportunity to get that.
If I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole...
I'm gonna have to wait until they line up properly. He's gone pretty far away. Maybe there's a better opportunity over here. There you go. There's one. There's two. There's three.
Don't stop your whining.
Really?
So, I hear you've got a new plan to get rich. I think you
There's five. I need another crate. So what am I at now? 8. There's 10.
You there. Come over here.
Okay.
On my watch, Toad. I'll catch you. I promise you that.
And last one is over here.
This is dangerous! I need to talk to you.
I did not mean to do that. I was trying to air his ass save that guard.
Fleeing is futile. You're on our territory.
There we go.
Stop this, you fool!
I must get out. I'm as good as dead.
Keep dreaming, you. You can't do this!
Even the area.
Ah, what marvelous destruction, Captain. I saw the smoke all the way from the Morrigan.
That should discourage those miscreants. New York is safe for now.
With all due respect, Colonel, it's going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
It is, terribly dusty here. I'm sure Shay can recount his adventures to us over a pint. Hey, the first round's on, the Colonel, huh?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, we are all friends here. You will be taken care of.
100% sync. It looks like we don't have a modern day mission. Kind of surprised.
Colonel.
Dear Master Cormac, my apologies for the brevity of this missive, but it is time we were honest with one another. You have demonstrated your loyalty and resourcefulness to the Templar cause. And this despite, and perhaps because of, your assassin origins. The manuscript the assassins sought has been in my possession for some time. I reclaimed it when my men found you marooned. The Grand Master himself charged me to discover its meaning, a task I regret I have failed to complete.
Is something burning?
I leave it in your charge, Master Cormac. There is no one else I trust more. Now I leave for Fort William Henry, an ill-prepared garrison surrounded by hostile natives and the French army. We have requested reinforcements, but I doubt they will be forthcoming. I have no illusions that my resistance will be successful. I commit my life to the British Army, and my soul to the Father of Understanding. Yours, Colonel George Monroe.
So I'm smelling like something that smells like... It honestly kind of smells like burning rubber. So I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with any of my electronics.
Man your post, guest. The Colonel's in trouble.
How do you mean, in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
Get off your lazy arses, lads, and man your stations! We raise anchor! Sorry for the early libation, Captain. But do you realize that it's been a whole year since we met? A whole year! Changed my life, you did. And for the better. You will forgive me if I have been celebrating without you.
A whole year. Guest, I've a question for you. How long have you known of my, well, former allegiance?
Oh, you mean the assassins? I knew that ages ago, Shay. I may be drunk, but I'm not blind. Or did you think I would assume you had escaped from some homicidal circus?
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, the Colonel wanted us to avoid the subject so it wouldn't, you know, influence your decision-making. You saved my life out of pure selfless instinct, and helped countless others besides. If it were up to me, I would have made you an official Templar months ago.
Who is it up to, then? Monroe mentioned a Grand Master.
Oh, yes. The Grand Master of the Colonial Rite. You'd like him, Shay. His father was an assassin.
Really? He must have a story to tell.
Could be valuable cargo.
Where's the news from Fort William Henry?
We're gonna have to tackle that later. Did not mean to interrupt him. That's gonna have to do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what sees today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed Rogue yet again next Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. And I will be streaming Simpsons Pets for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to figure out where that burning smell is coming from. I'm really worried it's coming from my Xbox. If you are interested in games we play for 100% completion, know that not only go for 100% in-game statistic, but 100% in achievements as well. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on next time. Hello everyone, and welcome to the post-stream session where I go over all the new entries for the database. So actually caught me surprised. I said at the beginning of the stream that I don't think that I'll be able to get over 30%, but we got to 33%, so yeah, let's go back into the story. We will read the new database entries, and yeah, we will kind of wrap things up. I do not think that we will have any new entries in the modern day, but we can go ahead and check. It is a new sequence after all.
Mind your post.
So let's go ahead and we will go into database. Still smelling that smell, but don't know what it is. Hoping it's not anything bad. Lawrence of America, Master Washington. 3 years ago, I obtained a letter from Edward Kenway. Inspired by his discovery of the observatory, he dedicated many years of his life to seeking out other first civilization sites. He found several vaults in Italy, of which we are already aware. There was a hollowed out temple in Element, but the most interesting parts of the journal were suspicions that something was hidden in the New World. A location so grand that it would make the observatory seem like a latrine. If I want this grand temple, I have set it as my order's highest priority, and I am using every asset at my disposal. I'm reaching out to rights across the world, whatever it contains, be it technology or knowledge, I will use to usher in a new age of peace. As a Master Templar, you have learned your lessons well and have earned this opportunity. You are my eyes and ears in the new world now. Do not fail me, Lawrence. May the Father of Understanding guide you. Reginald Birch. So, I never really I didn't realize that Lawrence Washington had had a lot of influence. I was just kind of a low-ranking Templar. Savannah, date 1751, Grandmaster. Date 1751. Grandmaster, Florida under Alonso Fernandez de Heredia looks to be running smoothly. Already is established a naval storage industry, and the Spanish government is poised to populate the area. I would expect no less from the first Templar governor the area has seen since Laureano Torres, God rest his soul. As instructed, he continues to send raids against British forces here in Georgia to divert attention away from our operation. As slaves are sent to Florida, he transfers them to De Ferrer and Mesco. I recommend that we make Fernandez a governor of the Yucatan as soon as possible, as De Ferrer's work sites will soon need protection from prying eyes. I further recommend that the order leave Florida. Although the assassins have not set foot in Florida for centuries, there is a new brotherhood at work in the northern colonies, and Florida is too accessible. I recommend Louisiana as a new base of operation for the Chichen Itza excavation. The Delisle woman has proven herself ruthless and capable, and believe a promotion to Master Templar with the mandate to oversee the Chichen Itza operation will be a logical next step for her. May the Father of Understanding guide you, John Harrison, Savannah, Georgia. So, for those curious, the Delisle woman is Madame de Grand Prix, or real name is someone, I can't remember first name, Delisle. She is a Templar Grandmaster that you kill in Assassin's Creed, it's called Liberation. And the Chichen Itza operation is sort of like the first civilization site that you visit in Assassin's Creed Liberation. First colonial assassin, 1740. Mentor. I have arrived in the British colonies to the north. While it saddens me to know that I will never see you again nor benefit from your wise counsel, I look forward to the challenge of creating a brotherhood here that will rival the one you created in Tulum. However, I have encountered the unexpected. I am not the first assassin to walk these lands. I have met a man called John de la Tour from a powerful and established family in Acadia, to the north. He begins receiving the instructions from the assassin consul in France. De la Tour is attempting to build a network of information with the intention of more easily identifying any potential threats to the colonies. He has a theory that the New World likely contains precursor sites and artifacts. And while I suppose the Templars will eventually arrive here to siphon off a share of the natural resources, should a remnant of those who came before reveal itself, then they will descend upon the colonies like the thunder. John intends to discover them first while building a brotherhood to protect them. John de la Tour is brash, he draws attention to himself, and for a time, I thought it would surely compromise the brotherhood, but I was wrong. He misdirects with charms, he hides in plain sight behind a smile. The people know that he is rich and that he is dangerous, but they never get a moment to question why. Still, he is unbelievably arrogant. I like him, but I do not trust him. I wonder if we will be able to work together. Your disciple, Achilles, Norfolk, Virginia. So, Shanties, we have, the new ones are, I know we got one, the Maid of Amsterdam. So, because I have music disabled and I have sea shanty disabled to avoid copyright, I will not be able to play any of these songs. But if you want to listen to these for yourself, Feel free to look at any of these titles and search them on YouTube. There's likely a video that plays them and listen to their heart's content, but I will not be able to play them in this playthrough. People. No new entries, it looks like. Ships. No new entries. Locations. No new entries. Landmarks. No new entries. And ship types. No new entries. So let's go ahead and we will exit the Animus. We will actually hold off until next time because I don't want to screw something up and leave the main mission. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.